It's been a while, but I'm back with some more unsolved case files. Me and my family took a nice trip to Japan. It was super fun, super exhausting. We mostly took public transit, which is good, but very hard with a baby. And we did catch the end of the sakura blossoms, so that was really nice. But anyways, back to business. Apparently we found this missing wallet, so let's see what that's all about. Location, Mystic Point, Texas, and the owner's undetermined. Let's see what's on the back. A mysterious wallet has been found at the Mystic Point train station 1 year after a young woman went missing while traveling through town. Station agent Walter Henderson has sent the wallet your way, trusting only you to uncover its owner and follow a trail of clues that lies within. Examine every item, piece together the details, and unravel the mystery that dives deeper and deeper with each clue you uncover. So usually you get a huge folder. This time, I guess it's all compacted in this tiny wallet. I'm hoping that means it's less reading. You never know. It could be that you just have smaller documents with smaller fonts. So let's see. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see if I have better luck with this. Yes, I do. All right. So there's more than just the wallet. I'll put this aside for now. And here's our wallet. So it feels pretty good. I mean, obviously they're not going to be using leather. It's for these mass-produced games. Okay, before I open this, I want to see what's here. So I'm guessing this is the introduction letter. We'll go through this. And this is just to make sure you have everything. I'll definitely go through this. Next, we have a photo. This is probably the missing woman. A newspaper article. Young woman vanishes after passing through Mystic Point. And then you got some horoscope signs here, and then instructions. So objective 1, prove Cassandra lied. So we'll find out who Cassandra is. Once we solve that, we go to this link to make sure we have the right answer. Then we can open bonus envelope A. And inside bonus envelope A, there will be another objective, which we have to solve. Then we go back to the site, enter our answer, and then we should hopefully open bonus envelope B, and so forth until C, and then we'll solve the case. Okay, but for now, we can put these bonus envelopes aside, and we need to prove Cassandra lied. So once you find evidence Cassandra lied about the day Tara disappeared, we visit the site. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's inside this wallet. They have their logo branded right there. Nothing on this side. Let's go ahead and open it up. Nothing on this initial flap. We got some ID cards. Is there money? There's a lot of stuff in here. Okay. So let's just pull everything out. Got Tara, or Tara. I don't know how we're going to say that. Sorry, the autofocus is not working great here. All right, sorry about the focus. I'll try to figure it out soon, but we have Tara Noble here, an address, date of birth, and Texas identification card. She's an organ donor. There's an ID number here. Okay, I mean the signature. Does that mean we have her handwriting? Who knows? All right, next we have Claremont Public Bank debit card. Of course, all these materials are fake. And then on the back of her signature again. So maybe we'll be able to track purchases. We have 2 psychic ladies, Tara B. Noble, clairvoyant psychic and spiritual guide. So this is her business card. So she is a psychic. There's a website and an email address. There's also a QR code for website. So I'm guessing we will go there. There's a phone number, but I think I'll probably try the website first. And on the back, we have a picture. Again, sorry if it's not focused. I will figure this out. So is that her? So far, we just know that a young woman went missing. We don't, maybe the newspaper, yeah. So it is Tara Noble who went missing. Okay, so this is our missing woman. Next, we have another 2 psychic ladies. 1625. And this is Cassandra Price. So Cassandra, we need to prove that she lied about Tara's disappearance. So Cassandra is her partner. because it's called Two Psychic Ladies. So she is the second psychic lady. Yeah, I can see her address, Cassandra at twopsychicladies.com. All right, let's keep going. Magnifying glass per usual, in case we need to inspect things a little closer. That. Okay. And then Texas Rangers, Wade J. Nash. So we have his phone numbers here as well. We have an address. Call me ASAP or this will end badly for you. So I wonder if we do need to call this number. Whoops. So there's an office number and a cell phone number. I guess we'll try that later. There have been games in the past where you do call a number. All right, that's it for this part. Now let's see any hidden pockets. No, well, there's still stuff in here. Okay, let's just take it out one at a time. We have Austin, Texas Psychic Fair, 1 day VIP pass. Just nothing on the back here. All right, what else? Then we have Lone Star Railways train ticket, Special Express. This is Terra Noble's train ticket. Standard type round trip. So she boarded, but she never returned. There will be a 15-minute stop at Mystic Point. Trains run every hour until 11 p.m. So it says on the bottom right here. So she went from Claremont and midway stop Mystic Point, and then final destination Austin, Texas. And we have some times here. So from Claremont, it departed at 9 a.m. She stopped at the midway stop, which was at Mystic Point at 11 a.m. And then the final destination was Austin. Hold on, does that mean she arrived in Austin? No, because she never boarded the return train, right? Yeah, so she was supposed to arrive in Austin, and then there's a 6-hour gap. So I'm wondering, yeah, if she was going to this fair, right, in Austin, Texas. Okay, in the back, nothing. All right. Let's see what this is. Austin, Texas Fair. Wait, so does that mean if this is in her wallet that she did make it to Austin, Texas and did go to the fair? Because then this is what's confusing me. It would show that she boarded the return train and then went to the midway stop again at Mystic Point. But that's not what that's kind of indicating here. Okay, whatever. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just see Austin, Texas Fair. And then we have a map in here. Transportation, there's airport, train, car, or shuttle. Train stops directly in front of Psychic Fair entrance R1. And that is right here. Oh yeah, duh. You can see the train right here and it stops right there. Okay, featured exhibits. Dream mapping display. An exhibit of professional dream maps done by certified psychics. Ritual candles display. A display of ritual candles used in spiritual ceremonies. The white candle at the center was last used by Madame Farfalle. I don't know. The memory mirror, a mirror reflecting lost lives. Some say it shows those missing today. That's definitely what we need. The Ancestral Talisman Collection, a captivating display of protective charms from around the world, some tied to unexplained energy shifts. The Crystal Resonance Display, rare crystals that vibrate subtly when handled, said to reflect emotional energy. A smoky quartz in the display has been unusually active lately, so there's a lot of emotional energy happening. All right, so, oh, there's Madame how do you say that? Isa Falafel? I can't even decide like how I want to just say it for the purpose of the game. Farfall, whatever. So unlock spiritual gifts and uncover wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Learn from world champion psychic. Spaces are limited. Apply near the building entrance. Okay, join the subscription. They have live streams, monthly readings, personal insights. Okay, then they have a time here for the special events. Social hours, small room session 1, group membership. Small rooms keynote is at 5 p.m. Refreshments and vendors. All right, I wonder if this timeline will be significant. We need to know when she disappeared. Okay, Mystic Point Town information. I knew it was going to be lots of small materials with small font. Okay, meet the station agent, Walter Henderson. He's known for his helpful nature and passion for capturing life as it happens. Whether you're a lost traveler or just passing through, Walton's the person to turn to for directions or even a photo of your journey. Give him a wave as you leave town and you might make it into one of his favorite snapshots. So he started working at Mystic Point when he was 10 years old. It's been a privilege to meet so many unique and fascinating people over the years. Don't be afraid to say hello next time you're passing through Mystic. For history enthusiasts and seekers of the unknown, Walter is a treasure trove of fascinating tales about Mystic Point's past. The town didn't earn its name just from the ghostly morning fog that rolls in. It's a place steeped in stories, where whispers of fortune and shadows of mystery intertwine. If you're lucky, Walter might put out some of his photographs, each one capturing a moment that holds a story all its own. So I wonder if he's caught like a photo that we'll need to look at. All right, so then there's a Mystic Point cemetery. I'm just going to kind of skim through this, see if there's anything important. There's the Great Disappearance of 1892. No new graves were dug and no one remained to tend the grounds. When settlers returned, they added a memorial stone to honor the forgotten souls of Mystic Point. They have an annual lantern ceremony, and it's a 5-minute walk away from the train station. Nice place to hide a body. I don't know. Okay, I knew it was going to be hard if it had really small font to show you guys. So you just have to go off of what I say. So Mystic Point began as a trading post in the early 1800s. It grew into a bustling settlement. By the late 19th century, it became a thriving town. In 1892, everything changed. One night, without warning, every resident of Mystic Point vanished. Homes were left untouched, meals uneaten, fires still burned in their hearths. Town stood frozen in time, shrouded in mystery. For years, Mystic Point lay abandoned, a ghost town filled with whispers and speculation. In 1901, settlers returned to rebuild. They found the town eerily preserved but overshadowed by the enigma of its past. Though life resumed, the shadow of the Great Disappearance of 1892 lingered, weaving itself into the identity of Mystic Point. Visitors today can explore its historic landmarks and feel the weight of a mystery that has never been solved. Okay, we get it. It's a weird town and a weird event happened. And then there's the route from Claremont. The midway point is Mystic Point, and then Austin, where that psychic fair was. Oh, and then I guess there's more on the backside here. It's a letter from the mayor. With Mystic Point, a small but storied community built on travel and trade. Though times have changed, Mystic Point remains a place where history lingers and mystery thrives. We invite you to take a short 5-minute walk to town and uncover its hidden treasures, from charming shops to our historical sites and landmarks. So I wonder if the town will be significant, because they keep mentioning this 5-minute walk to the town, or the graveyard as well. Stop by the trading post if you feel welcome, and then you can say hi to him. All right, so prime attractions, we have the Mystic Cavern. That's a very good place to hide someone. Mystic Saloon, and then the Mystic Jailhouse. And then here we have the heart of Mystic Point. There's a trading post where the past meets the present and every corner has a story to tell. So these are antiques, I suppose, that were left behind in the town. All right, I think that's it for that. I think I will need to read this newspaper article to get some more context about what's going on. So we have Mystic Point Press. Is there a date here? Okay, I think I will leave it down here and try to zoom in. So, young woman vanishes after passing through Mystic Point. Traveler disappears hours after visiting our town, sparking eerie echoes of Mystic Point's mysterious past. The sudden disappearance of Tara Noble has sparked unexpected attention here in Mystic Point. Although her visit lasted only 15 minutes, our quiet town is left wondering if it holds a piece of the puzzle. The disappearance of the young Claremont psychic remains unsolved. So she was there for 15 minutes. There's like 5 minutes to walk to this place, 5-minute walk to that place. So there's plenty of time to go somewhere, I don't know, or be taken somewhere. Station agent Walter Henderson recalled she was polite and asked about the train schedule. I took her photo as part of my hobby documenting life at the station, which is this photo right here, because it says W. Henderson Photography. You can see what she's wearing, a necklace or something. Oh, you know what? I got way ahead of myself. I totally skipped through this introduction letter. Okay, we need to read this. This is the whole purpose. This is the whole point. All right, this is Margaret Kinney writing us. She's the editor, publisher, and everything else of Mystic Point Press. Dear Detective, 6 months ago, now we have our time frame, a young woman named Tara Noble disappeared without a trace shortly after passing through our town of Mystic Point, Texas. She visited our train station on her way to Austin for the psychic fair, where she seemingly vanished. So she did vanish. So if she... Okay, hold on. Sorry. This is what I was confused about earlier. If she vanished at Mystic Point on the way to Austin, this wallet has all these brochures for Austin, the psychic fair. This is the pass. You could have it before you arrive, but still, I don't know how you would get this before arriving. Okay, anyways. Her disappearance caught the attention of our town for 2 reasons. Our town has a long history of unexplained disappearances. And number 2, it's the most dramatic thing that's happened around here in a while. I covered the story when she disappeared, never suspecting Mystic had a part to play. But now, Walter Henderson, our station agent and town photographer, has uncovered something that could change everything. Tara's wallet was discovered wedged behind the trash can in the woman's restroom. Okay, so now we know where the wallet was found, which is very important. Because if it was wedged behind the trash can, that means it didn't fall out by accident. Like, it was placed there, right? The discovery raises new questions. How did it get there? And what could it mean for understanding her disappearance? You're probably wondering why I reached out to you instead of police. I mean, I always wonder in every game. And there's a troubling answer. Inside Tara's wallet is a card from a Texas Ranger with a threatening note on the back. That's right, we did see that. Mr. Wade J. Nash says, call me ASAP or this will end badly for you. But he's telling me to call him, or telling her to call him. The Texas Rangers are the law of the land around here, and until we can confirm this ranger wasn't involved, I don't know who we can trust. I spent hours revisiting my phone interview with Tara's business partner and travel companion, Cassandra Price. Something about her felt dishonest, but at the time I just thought she was eccentric. Now I can't shake the feeling that she lied to me about what happened that day. Cassandra claims she was with Tara all the way to Austin, and I'm convinced she's the key to unraveling this mystery. Okay, that's confusing me too now, because they're saying they went all the way to Austin. So when did she disappear? On the way back? Okay, I don't know. Cassandra's saying she was with Tara all the way to Austin, and I'm convinced she is the key to unraveling this mystery. I've included my original article and a photo Walter snapped of Tara during her stop in Mystic Point in hopes they'll help you investigate, or help your investigation. Is it Tara or Tara? Have I been saying it wrong? I think the American way is Tara. I don't know. I'm just going to keep saying Tara. Like Sarah, right? Tara? I don't know. Does anyone say Tara anywhere? I'm convinced we can crack this case open if we can just figure out what Cassandra lied about. Can you help me? Sincerely, Margaret Kinney. And I already read that part. Okay. Back is just what we need. So let's go on to the newspaper, or back to the newspaper. Okay, I believe I was like right here. So recall she was polite and asked about the train schedule. I took her photo as part of my hobby, documenting life at the station before she stepped away to use the restroom. I didn't see her again after that. The image Henderson captured is possibly one of the last photos taken of Noble. Cassandra Price, Tara's business partner and co-founder of Two Psychic Ladies, spoke with me via the phone listed on their website. So I'm gonna have to go to this site. Tara was so full of ideas that day, Cassandra said. We arrived at the fair in Austin as scheduled, and she couldn't stop talking about all the ways we could grow the business. I keep telling myself she's just off on some kind of spiritual retreat and will walk back through the shop doors any day now. Though her stop in Mystic Point was brief, some in town can't help but wonder if Mystic's storied past could somehow be connected to today's pressing mystery. While Tara's disappearance didn't happen here, Mystic Point has become part of the story. Wait, what? Okay, Tara's disappearance didn't happen here. So she did disappear in Austin, right? Am I missing something? Okay, let's just keep reading. Henderson remains the only known person here in town to have met her. He described Tara as calm and friendly during their brief meeting, a demeanor that makes her sudden disappearance all the more baffling. Mayor Martin Whitaker interacted with her partner Cassandra Price at the Trading Post. He stated, "She was surely a bit eccentric, but still relatively friendly. She asked me about the special powers of our polished stones, but I guess she didn't like my answer because she didn't buy any." As neighbors trade stories and try to make sense of what little we know, there's a shared hope that Tara's journey through Mystic Point might yet hold a clue to her whereabouts. There's no denying that Mystic Point has always had its share of mysteries, but the community is rallying together in support of the search for Tara. As one local put it, "Even if the answer isn't here, we'll do everything we can to help find it." Authorities are urging anyone with information to come forward, reminding us all that even the smallest detail could make a difference. All right, let's see what's on the back. Anniversary of the Great Disappearance of 1892. So far, we don't have like a date or a year, right? Usually there's a date for the game, but I guess we don't have one. This week marks the anniversary of the Great Disappearance of 1892, when the entire town vanished without a trace. A lantern vigil will be held at the cemetery to honor those lost and reflect on the mystery that continues to define Mystic Point's past. Some residents speculate connections between the 1892 vanishing and recent events. Mystic Point's history feels closer than ever, one local shared, echoing the unease that lingers in the air. Adding to the intrigue, old records from 1892 mention strange symbols etched into walls and trees in the weeks leading up to the disappearance. Though their meaning was never uncovered, the symbols have become a lasting part of the town's folklore, fueling speculation about what they could have foretold. And then this part, graves disturbed at Mystic Point Cemetery. Mystic Point Cemetery was disturbed this week, with several gravestones, including Elias Whitaker's, shifted or partially unearthed. Light digging around some of the plots has left residents uneasy as the anniversary of the Great Disappearance of 1892 nears. So I'm really hoping that's not where we're going to find Tara. Though some blame teenagers, there's no evidence to support this. Teens in Mystic Point are known for pranks, but nothing this invasive. Who would tamper with graves? The act has raised questions about whether someone was playing a tasteless prank or searching for something long buried. All right, last we have the world's most accurate horoscope. We know her birthday, but I don't know about these things. Oh, there's dates here. Perfect. So she is born March 24th. That would be Aries. This is March 21 through April 19th. Your bold energy this week may lead to a lively debate at the jailhouse. Okay, is that a clue? Do we need to know more about this jailhouse? I thought I saw something about a jailhouse. Yeah, the prime attractions. Mystic Jailhouse. The abandoned Mystic Jailhouse is open for visitors to explore its lower level and snap a popular tourist photo of the old gallows. All right, I don't know if that's important. Okay, so I think I've read through everything that's available except for the website. We'll need to visit that site. And I think we can grab it from any of their business cards. Let's just use Tara's. twopsychicladies.com. So let's go check this out. All right, so we have Tara and Cassandra here. Two Psychic Ladies will show you a future so bright you'll need polarized sunglasses. Meet the two Psychic Ladies. Note from Cassandra. Even though Tara disappeared without a trace and left me to run the business all by myself, I decided to keep our name Two Psychic Ladies. My hope is to honor Tara's legacy while holding onto faith that she may return one day, and also helps me avoid filing additional paperwork. Wow. Okay, then we have the services here and book an appointment. Okay, let's see. I have the latest news and book a session. Let's see the news. Okay, Tara's disappearance 6 months later. All right, so she has a necklace right here. Is there a symbol there too? Missing, Tara B. Noble, last seen Austin, Texas Psychic Fair. So that's what I was thinking, because they kept saying she disappeared at Mystic Point, but then according to the train ticket, it seems like, not just the train ticket, the fact that she had this brochure in her wallet would mean that she arrived at the fair. But the wallet was in Mystic Point in the bathroom. So then does that mean Cassandra took the wallet and then on the way back stuffed it in there? I think so. That's one plausible explanation. Okay, let's just keep looking at this. Are the details correct? Weight 130 pounds. There's no weight here. Height 5'4", that's consistent. Hair black, eyes brown. There's not a lot of info on this ID card. Okay, last seen Austin, Texas. If you have any information, okay. And then 6-month anniversary. And she wrote, I'm on TV. Wow, what happens when I click this? Oh, it just goes back to the top. Wow, my first time on TV. Well, she's really soaking this up, huh? Taking advantage of her friend. Can you believe it? I'm small town famous. A reporter at the local station saw one of my old posters for Tara and decided to do a follow-up story. They interviewed me about how things have been and where the business is now. Is this the same article? No, it's a different article. So I'll read this, but let's just keep scrolling. I was pictured in the paper. Wait, did I just read that? Oh, yeah. So this is the TV one. And this is, I was pictured in the paper. They even published a photo of Tara and myself in front of our shop in the paper. Maybe more people will come to support the shop to honor Tara's legacy and my commitment to running things solo. So let's see what she said. Today marks 6 months since beloved local psychic Tara J. Noble vanished during a trip to the Austin, Texas Psychic Fair with her business partner, Cassandra. Disappearance has left Claremont residents puzzled. Authorities have focused their search efforts in Austin, where Tara was attending the psychic fair. Despite weeks of investigation, no significant leads have been uncovered, leaving her family, friends, and community desperate for answers. Her business partner Cassandra has been deeply affected by the loss and shared her thoughts in an emotional statement. Not a day goes by that I don't think about Tara and what might have happened. She's more than my business partner. She's family. Okay. Oh, so there's more photos here. No necklace. So this necklace is really sticking out to me. So it looks like, I don't know. Is this part of the sweater? I think this is a sweater, but this orange thing. Oh, this might be part of the sweater too. So it's just this necklace right here. Is that one of the symbols? Is that Aries? Doesn't look like Aries. Okay, I don't know. I'm reading too much into it. All right, let's keep scrolling. Saying farewell to Tara and moving on. As you can see from all the publicity, I tried everything to find Tara, but even I have to face the music. Tara probably isn't coming back. I conducted one last cleansing and farewell ritual for Tara for the anniversary of her disappearance. I know she would be happy I kept the shop going. So there's a photo of her. Anything else significant in this photo? I don't know. Comments are closed. All right, let's click on Cassandra. Cassandra Price, the visionary of all things unseen. Hey there, I'm Cassandra, a psychic medium and co-founder of Two Psychic Ladies. From this photo, there might be something too. What is this bird wearing? I don't know. Is that like escargot or just chocolate? I don't know. Just living the life. Okay, I'm all about giving my clients the absolute best, which is why I learn from top mentors out there to make sure my readings, past life regressions, and crystal work are nothing short of extraordinary. Following Tara's unexpected disappearance, I've continued to serve our clients with unwavering dedication. My commitment to providing insightful and heartfelt support remains the cornerstone of this practice. Then we have a bunch of photos. I'm guessing these are important. Okay, can't see the necklace. There's no necklace here. I don't know, I'm just focusing on the necklace. Because, I mean, Tara has this brown one, right? And there's something here. Hold on, let me take a look. Okay, I don't know. But she has a necklace here. But I can't see what's at the bottom of it. Okay, that looks like a different kind of pendant or necklace. I don't see anything here. Again, nothing here. No. right. Usually I try to look for something that looks a little off, like a little photoshopped. Can't see anything here. No necklace. Okay. So she's wearing something and it has a blue pendant or like aquamarine. And just her coat, a crystal, and a ring. And that's it. Okay. I mean, there probably was something there. I don't know. Let's see Tara. Okay. The spiritually attuned and passionate guide. Oh, okay. So there's some documents here. This is the one I was reading, I think. So I think I read up to here. I believe she'll come back to us, and I'm holding onto the hope with everything I have. To honor Tara, a candlelight vigil will be held tonight at the town square, where residents will gather to share memories and keep her spirit alive. Claremont holds on to the hope that one day the mystery of Tara's disappearance will be solved, and even more hopefully that Tara will return alive and well. Okay, let's read this missing persons form. So this is written by, or reported by Cassandra. So we have the details here, which are the same as the ID card. Tara Noble, my business partner and close friend, has gone missing. So we're traveling together from Claremont to Austin for the Austin Psychic Fair. We left on the 9 a.m. train and had a brief stop at Mystic Point around 11 a.m. While at the station, Tara and I split up briefly so I could check out the trading post and she can go to the bathroom. As she was on her way, some old timer took a picture of her. We know who that is. I think maybe he worked for the train station, but I didn't stick around long enough to hear. Instead, I wandered into the trading post to browse their collection of rocks and gemstones. This was confirmed by, who was it? The mayor? Yeah, so the mayor did interact with Cassandra. The man working there didn't know anything about any of the stone's spiritual significance or healing properties, which is honestly kind of embarrassing for him. I decided not to waste my money and got back on the train. As soon as the train arrived in Austin, I was immediately swept up in the excitement of the fair, especially since I was meeting my hero, Madame Issa. The day was a whirlwind of activity and there was no way we could keep track of each other. So did she see her in Austin at all? Tara can be a bit of a lone wolf and often goes off on her own. I got on the 7 p.m. train back to Claremont, but Tara wasn't on it. Okay, so she never claims to have seen her in Austin. At first, I assumed she had stayed in Austin, but when I didn't hear from her the next day, I sensed something could be wrong. She might have gotten lost in Austin or encountered trouble there. I strongly recommend a search party be organized in the city to help locate her. Okay, so is that the lie? Let's see. A letter from Tara Noble. Welcome. I'm Tara, a clairvoyant psychic with a deep passion for helping others find clarity in their lives. For as long as I can remember, I've been able to connect with the unseen and offer guidance that brings peace and understanding. Whether you're seeking answers to life's big questions or just looking for a little direction, I'm here to help. Let's explore the unknown together and discover what the universe has in store for you. All right. Then I have some photos of her. Okay, so now maybe we can do some comparisons. We're gonna have more pictures and possibly more necklaces. Okay, some earrings, more necklaces. It's hard, I don't know what to pay attention to. Or like, why would a necklace be important, right? In other games, it was just because the suspect was found with the victim's necklace. And that was really suspicious. Okay, I don't know. She has a lot of necklaces there. Again, just some random photo. This one seems to be in multiple pictures. Yeah, this one is in multiple pictures for sure. But it's not in this one. So this was the last one, or the last photo of her taken before she went missing. So this is what she was wearing before she went missing. And this is the necklace that I'm looking for. It's a much thicker chain, right? You can see. So I'm not seeing that one in any of the photos. Again, nothing. More crystals. That's it. So this one though, I've seen quite a couple times. All right, let's see contact. You can see that you're coming. Let's schedule an appointment. I don't know. Do I need to call the number? Let's see. Let's try calling it. I'm going to call the Texas Ranger too. So let's see. Oh, wait. It's a 555 number. And so is this one. So let's see the sheriff's one. Oh, it's also 555. Okay. So no phone numbers. I mean, there's email addresses. But I don't think I've been really instructed to send any emails. This one, see, I thought it said via the phone number listed on the website. So I thought I would need a call. And then this one, is like, call me ASAP. So I thought I would have to call. All right, let's just kind of see what question they're asking here. So let's go to this link. I mean, I've went through every material available. So let's see if I have enough information. All right, so it says, what's Cassandra's lie? Use the form below to prove you identified Cassandra's lie. So what did Cassandra lie about? The time they left Claremont? Oh, let me go back to that document. So we left on the 9 a.m. train. That's correct. And they made a brief stop around 11 a.m. That is also correct. And then she says she got on the 7 p.m. train back home. That's true. That part is true. So how long the train ride was? No, she didn't lie about that. Tara using the restroom at the stop? I think that could very well have happened. Meeting her fellow apprentices. What? Meeting Madam F? That all could have happened. Attending the psychic conference? Yeah, she could have went. Her apprenticeship with Madam... Wait, is there more stuff that I'm supposed to be reading here? Where does she say all that? Okay, I don't know. Let me check. Oops, this is Tara's wallet. Oh, okay, yeah, there was some more things in here. Sorry. It sounds like there's some other thing. Okay, these might be important actually. All right, so we have a receipt. Claremont Station Cafe. And this is the debit card. Let's make sure it's hers. Ending in 2385, so that's a match. So she ordered this 8:33 a.m. in Claremont Station Cafe. So yeah, she got onto the train. I mean, it says boarded here. So are these items any significant? She got 2 drinks. So most likely she bought it for both of them. Okay, I don't know what that proves or shows. And then this is like a checklist. So 2 psychic ladies. Lady Gamelli of the Angels, Francis Fregola, the Foreseer, Visionary Manny, and Madame Isa. So it's probably like a checklist of who she wants to see. So if she didn't get to see anybody, I'm assuming she never got to visit anyone. So she never made it, right? She never made it to Austin. Maybe that's what this is saying. And this is kind of the question I've been going back and forth on. Did she make it to Austin or not? According to her witness statement, or not witness statement, her, what is it called? Missing person form. She never claims that she really saw her in Austin. She just says, oh, she's a lone wolf. So let's see. Attending the psychic conference. Yeah, I think this is the lie, but I don't know how to prove it. Her apprenticeship, I don't know. Co-owning the business, no, she does. Getting home. She could have went home, yeah. Seeing Walter Henderson, yeah, that was confirmed in the newspaper article. Submitting a missing person report, I mean, we saw it. Painting the shop, what? Knowing Tara since 9th grade, being faithful to Madam F, I'm just gonna say Madam F. Tara being clairvoyant, being interviewed on TV, being interviewed by the paper, what time they arrived at the conference, buying her train ticket, buying her conference ticket, and then Madam F being rich. Please note, you can get up to 3 hints after entering an incorrect answer. Okay, so I think... Oh, what did Cassandra lie about attending the conference? So she wouldn't, or I don't think she was lying about herself attending the conference. I think she's lying about Tara being at the conference. So let's see. Painting the shop with Tara? Oh, like their shop? Their psychic shop? I don't know. What would that be important anyways if she was lying about it? I gotta start. Okay, process elimination. Time they left Claremont is consistent. I don't think she was lying about any times or how long the train was. The restroom was confirmed. I don't know about this, meeting her fellow apprentices. And where does she even say that? Did I skip something here? Especially since I was meeting my hero. There's gotta be something I missed. Okay, so it turns out there was more stuff that I did not read. I was figuring like there's something I'm missing here, and it was on their site. So under the news tab, I didn't really scroll all the way down. I think I stopped here, and then you can also read more. So I read up to here, I read here, I read this, right? I read all this. So then I go back. There's a missing person report filed for Tara. You hit read more. So paperwork at the Claremont station. She went missing during our trip to the psychic fair and never made it home. I didn't realize anything was wrong until I didn't hear from her the next day. I went straight to the sheriff's department and filed out a missing persons report. She posted flyers everywhere. And then maintaining the shop. She decided to officially take full ownership. Maybe that was the true motive here. Okay, so then we go back. Now you can see her fair recap. So this is in the Claremont station. This is when they went to get coffee. The morning sun at the train station was just too perfect not to grab a photo. Even at 8:20, I looked fresh and glowing. So excited the day ahead. And then the coffee, there was a receipt. Morning coffee at Claremont Station. We stopped by Claremont Station Coffee shop before hopping on the train to the psychic fair. Tara just got a coffee, but I knew I needed to be fueled for the day, so I treated myself to a delicious breakfast assortment. Wait, that's not true. There's a black coffee, and then there's a caramel macchiato. So there's 2 drinks. So she treated herself to a breakfast assortment. That's what we see here. I don't know. This is just a lie that she drank a coffee before. That's probably not that important. Okay, quick selfie in Mystic Point. All right, so we can see all the necklaces they're wearing. And this is the one that I was trying to describe to you guys earlier. See, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. This is where it looks very photoshopped, right? And that's where you really want to pay attention because there's some details here. So far, it's just what I can see, like her necklaces, something in the background. Here's the restroom that she would have went to. Okay, let's see. This grate didn't need to be here. Why is that there? Like questions like this. You need to ask yourself, if this photo was created, why did they put that in there? So our train stopped for a few minutes in this super cute little town called Mystic Point. I was totally right about the energy being powerful here. Tara and I could both feel the past. Okay, now the trading post. I popped into the trading post while Tara was going to the bathroom. It's so cute and full of charm. They had some nice gemstones, but the salesperson was unsure about their powers, so I didn't make a purchase. I stamped this photo to share with Tara and of course with all of you. This is the timing of this going to the trading post, right? Are these clocks real? I mean, they're all like different times. This one says 1:10. This one says 5:05. I don't think I can rely on that. And something should look more photoshopped, but I don't see anything photoshopped. All right, made it to Austin. Here's me right after walking in. It was a long trip, but I couldn't wait to see Madam BFF. And wow, you guys, it was amazing. So much bigger than I thought and so inspiring. Okay, nothing. It's 2:03 p.m. here. Oh, it's right after walking in. Aha. There's the lie. Okay, so according to these tickets, they're supposed to arrive at 1 p.m. and the stop is like directly in front of this fair. So why did it take her an hour just to walk in unless she was busy doing something else beforehand? Okay, so she goes through the checklist. Lady Gamelli, Francis Fregola, and Manny Malfadini. So she ends up meeting all these people that they were supposed to meet. And of course, the great Madame Isa. So she has photos with all of them. So she met them. So couldn't wait to soak in her wisdom. The rest of the day was total success. The train ride felt so much longer, probably because I was exhausted from such an empowering day. The return train pulled in at 11 p.m. Okay, so she departed much later as well, because this one says depart at 7 p.m. Okay, well, I think I have my evidence here. So let's see, the time, where is it? Here we go. What time they arrived. Okay, bingo. That might be right. Okay, enter your evidence. There is some photo. Oh, what item from Tara's wallet? Okay, so it's needed. So it's the train ticket. What page from the website is needed? So it's, what is this? Austin Psychic Fair recap. Yeah. Austin Psychic Fair recap. Okay, which photo exposed it? It would be this one. Okay, let's check our answer. There you go. You saw the objective one. Cassandra's lie is very sketchy. Yeah, that's actually a really important lie because that gives a whole hour of her being unaccounted for. You can now open the envelope marked bonus envelope A. So it says, yeah, she arrived as scheduled, which would have been 1 p.m., but this clearly said 2 p.m. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up bonus envelope A. All right, we have bonus envelope A. Let's see if I can open this neatly, or at least today. If I can. There we go. All right, this feels very thick. There's a lot of stuff in here. Keep that off to the side. So I have a letter here to read. And objective 2, locate Tara's body. Once you uncover where Tara's body is hidden, visit the site. My guess, cemetery. All right, so like I said, I have a letter here. It has all the list of documents. So it's only 4, not too bad. We have the Texas Rangers statement. We have a photo, Tara with old timer. So I guess she snapped a photo of them. Oh, and it shows the time, 11:06. I mean, that makes sense too, because they got off at 11 and then there's a 15-minute time before the next train. Oh, okay. But, so like I was saying earlier, it's a 5-minute walk to town. And if she says she went to that trading post, she would have left after taking this photo. Or actually, hold on. We don't know who took this photo yet. Because if Cassandra took this photo and it's 11:06, then she walks into town. She would not have time to make it back to the 11:15 train. But we already know that she was an hour late, so that doesn't matter. Okay, my cemetery artifact. Oh, green nails. So this is Cassandra. And this is definitely 11:54 a.m. Okay, so she was at the cemetery. and then leaving Mystic Point at 12:16. So that makes sense. And we can place her at the cemetery. All right, let's read this one first. Dear Detective, this is Texas Ranger Wade Nash. Margaret Kinney told me you're investigating Tara Noble's disappearance and I need your help. I've been pursuing a powerful network of con artists posing as psychic mediums. Was she a con artist this whole time? The operation is led by Isabel Farley, alias Madame Isa. Oh, she's the con artist. Farley uses her extraordinary powers of persuasion to lure wannabe psychics into her scheme, convincing them they have supernatural abilities. She calls her followers the Farfalle Faithful. I gotta figure out how to say that. So actually there was other stuff on the site that I didn't read yet. So I read this one where she meets everybody, but it's the stuff about her becoming an apprentice. Let's see, we're going to the fair. There. I'm officially a Madame F apprentice. So congratulations, you've been chosen. I was selected. I'm so excited. Psyched to follow in her footsteps. She's very blinged out. She assured me to under her guidance, she can reach the same level of success. Tara's considering joining. Tara didn't want to apply. She doesn't see the same value in the F's truth as I do, but I couldn't pass up on the opportunity. So I feel like this apprenticeship will take me to new heights, and I'm sure that Tara will come around. Okay, so, Cassandra sees an opportunity. Tara is very reluctant. They co-own the business, so there's only one way to proceed. I mean, that's not the only way she could have proceeded. She could have started her own business. So this is happening before the conference or the fair. She joined before the fair. So let's go back down to see what else there is. We saw all these. Okay, grand opening. Yeah, I guess so. The lower it is, the earlier it is in date. Yeah, 9 months ago. 8 months ago. Okay, does that make sense? Grand opening. So we're excited. Unlock life's mysteries. They painted. Thing you don't mind getting our hands dirty. I don't see why they would lie about that. So they've been partners since the 9th grade. I wonder if this is just photoshopped or AI or whatever. All right. So anyways, where were we? Right. So I've been pursuing powerful network con artists. Farley has a cult-like grip on her network of psychics, and she teaches them specific techniques to fool clients into handing over their life savings. They've stolen over $50 million from victims across Texas in just the past year. Tara initially worked as Cassandra's business partner, but after I explained the extent of Farfalles? Actually, okay, I'm gonna look this up. So they're saying Farfalle. So I'm gonna say Farfalle. So after I explained the extent of Farfalle's operation, she decided to help me gather evidence against her and dismantle the psychic pyramid scheme. So Tara was working with the Texas Ranger. I warned Tara it was dangerous, but she insisted. Oh, so possibly Issa Farfalle found out and made Cassandra choose, like, hey, look, she's holding us back. You gotta get rid of her. I met Cassandra and confronted her about what happened in Mystic Point. I know she was lying, but she gave me a plausible alibi supported by evidence I can't refute. Okay, so she completely left this part out. So the Texas Ranger approached Cassandra. I provided you with her statement and some photos she took during her extra hour in Mystic Point. After 6 months of no contact, I'm certain Tara has paid the ultimate price for her courage. I believe Cassandra murdered Tara at Mystic Point. I just can't prove it yet. Without Tara's body or undeniable proof of her fate, I can't build a case or deliver justice for Tara or the countless others Farfalle has exploited. Your work has been exceptional, and I need you to keep going for everyone's sake. Can you help me find Tara's body? First of all, how do you know my work's been exceptional? This is the first time I've been working with you, unless you've seen my other videos. Okay, so I think on the back it just shows the list. Next is Cassandra Price's statement with the Texas Ranger. I need to clear up some confusion on what happened the day Tara disappeared. I wasn't completely truthful before. That's not a great start. I needed more than 15 minutes in Mystic Point for a spiritual mission, so I let the train leave without me at 11:15 a.m. and I got on the next one an hour later to continue to Austin. That's why I was late to the fair. I shouldn't have lied, but I swear I didn't harm Tara. Well, I have no reason to believe you now. Here's what really happened. When I told my mentor, Madame Farfalle, I would be passing through Mystic Point, she mentioned that their cemetery had powerful energy due to the town's history. I thought it would be highly impressive to her if I brought her something from the cemetery as a gift and token of my dedication. So I already mentioned that this cemetery is probably where the body is. And since we can place her there, and now she said that she was there, it's not a good look. Tara wasn't happy when I sprung my plan on her at the station. She said it was grave robbing and insisted it could even be illegal, even though I assured my intentions were purely spiritual. She decided to take the train ahead of me to Austin, and I just assumed she made it there and disappeared afterward. Okay, that's probably a lie. But they did mention that they saw some digging up in the graveyard, so this explains why somebody dug something. I kept quiet about my visit to the cemetery because I was afraid Tara might have been right and I could get in trouble. All I took was a small piece from a gravestone. I regret not being upfront sooner, but I was overwhelmed and embarrassed. Thankfully, I have photos to support my story. One shows Tara at the station with some old-timer just after we split up. Another is of the object I took from the cemetery. And the last is of the Mystic Point train station as I left on the next train an hour later. I am deeply sorry for not sharing this sooner, but I hope it helps in the search for Tara. I still think she's in Austin, and authorities should keep looking for her there. No, she's not in Austin. She's definitely in Mystic Point. Okay, I guess that's all we get. And now we need to prove where the body is. So let's look at these photos again, because this is all we got. This is the new stuff. So this one, I don't know what we can really gather from it. Let's look at the next one, which is probably more important. Is anything like photoshopped here? So again, this first one was at 11:06. She says she stops by the trading post, but then, there's almost an hour later, not quite an hour later. I mean, it is in broad daylight. You can't really hide a body in broad daylight. Okay, and then leaving Mystic Point. I don't know why there would be something here. This must be just some random person. So there's the bathroom. Okay, I don't see anything here either. So I have to find out where the body is hidden, according to the statement and the photos. Let me see what it says about this graveyard. Where did I read about the cemetery being like someone dug something there? Is it a newspaper? Oh, back here. That's right. So it was disturbed. Mystic Point Cemetery was disturbed this week with several gravestones, including Elias Whitaker's, shifted or partially unearthed. So who is Elias Whitaker? Because in this photo, we have a date of 7 and 1867. So if we can find some information about Elias Whitaker, then we can match it with that. Light digging around some of the plots has left residents uneasy. So who would tamper with the graves? Okay, so Elias Whitaker. We're looking for an Elias Whitaker, possibly in pamphlets. Okay, I don't know, but it says that there was some light digging around it, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna go off of that. Let's just see. All right, where's Tara's body? Use the form below. Let's see, Mystic Point train station bathroom in Austin, in the train, at the trading post, in the bathroom, psychic shop, underground, under whatever, in janitor's closet, underground, in the cemetery. Yeah, I think that's it, right? That's the only one that says cemetery. I mean, it sounds like it's too easy, right? Okay, I don't know. I'm going with it. Nope. And it says, I didn't kill Tara. You don't know what you're talking about, Cassandra. Like she signed that statement. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna take a hint yet. I kind of just rushed into that. I knew that would be too easy, but don't really have any other leads at this point. So I'm looking at some of these options, and for some reason, I remember reading about an underground. Is it here? Or it was just this mystic cavern? Offers a haunting glimpse into the past. 15-minute walk north of the cemetery. Okay, I don't have proof that she was here. The jailhouse. Oh, remember it said something about you may lead to a lively debate at the jailhouse. The debate being like talking about this opportunity. That would be a weird way to figure it out. Okay, Mystic Cavern. Okay, there's nothing that could place her at the cavern. But it does say it's north of the cemetery, or at least close by to the cemetery. 15 minutes would explain this time gap, because half an hour round trip. Okay, I think I'm gonna need a hint. Very rusty, okay? Haven't played this in a while. So I'm gonna do this again, even though it's the wrong answer. Then put hint. Focus your search by verifying Tara's confirmed locations on the day she disappeared. Evidence shows Tara was only confirmed to be in 2 locations that day, not 3. Oh, that's very helpful. That's a very helpful hint. Okay, I'm gonna try to just go off of that hint alone. So 2 locations. One is the bathroom, I guess. What would be the other one? Taking the photo with Walter Henderson? And then what's the third location? The train? She decided to take the train ahead of me to Austin, but we know that's a lie. So we know it's in Mystic Point. Oh, so then the options are just saying at the Mystic Point trading post. Oh, trading post, sorry. Just the town in general. So the train station bathroom, that's one location we know where she was. It's not Austin. It's not on the train. Could be the trading post. These are Austin, so not these 2. It's not the psychic shop. Underground at the Mystic train station is very possible. Not the Claremont station. Not Austin again. Not the mansion. Not in Claremont. Not in Austin. Not in Claremont. Not in Claremont. And it's not this one's. Okay. So the options we have are Mystic Point train station bathroom, which is where the wallet was found. But I don't think the body would be there because they would have found it already. At Mystic Point trading post, could be. Don't know why they wouldn't have found it though if it was there. So underground in the train station. This is like what I'm leaning more towards, but why and how? She has to be at the station still. But how could you do that in broad daylight with other people around? Okay, I need another hint. So I'm gonna put the same answer, so I'm not like trying to get another answer. I need a hint. I need another hint. Now that you've narrowed down your search, you'll need to concentrate on spotting a space large enough a body could be concealed within it, and untouched enough it could go unnoticed. What? What? Don't tell me it's in the train. But that would definitely not be untouched enough. It's untouched enough. I mean, that's the graveyard. I mean, this thing, right? I did notice this thing is large enough for a body. And I also noticed this grate that was photoshopped in one of the photos on the website. But that's so weird if that's it. Okay, I don't know. Let's just take the last hint. Okay, Walter Henderson found Tara's wallet in the bathroom at the train station. Her body never made it much further. Look through the photos at Mystic Point Station one more time. Notice anything? I guess it's that then. Is there like a necklace hanging from here? Okay, I don't know. Well, I mean, there was some online, right? Let's see. Here, this one. Necklace, bag. I noticed this grate was here. But this whole thing about the wallet being in the bathroom, I thought just that Cassandra put it there. Okay, I don't know. Is it just me? I mean, like, they're not giving us a lot of information. Let's go back. The only thing I could guess, and I mean guess by all accounts, because like, I have no info. It's underground at the Mystic train station. Okay, you're onto something. What item from Tara's wallet or the bonus envelope is needed to locate Tara's body? Okay, there's probably something here then that I'm not seeing. I don't know. Okay, let's just put this one, which of course is right. Which page on the website do you need? So I was gonna say this, but what is the difference here? There's no other photos, right? That's just her leaving. So I think it's this one. I just don't know why. And I don't like that. I don't like it. What am I missing? Okay. The only difference I see, if you take a look at this really quick, then I'll cut back to it. This thing, whatever this is, because there's this vent, there's these things on the floor here. Whatever this is missing here. But I don't even know what that is. Is it a shovel? Oh, is that to open this? Okay. I don't know. I mean, when I did not see this, I was like, oh, you can throw someone in there. But let's go with that. So I need fair recap. And which photo? This one. All right, let's see how they explain it to us. It might be exactly what I just pointed out. Okay. The stormwater drain was rotated. Okay, so I missed that. That is tricky because you're looking at it from two different angles. But I did notice that tool there. The tool's missing. That's how she opened it. Oh my gosh. What's the next one? Like, how did she kill her in broad daylight with a bunch of people walking around and put her in the stormwater drain without anyone seeing her? Because if that's not the last objective, this is a crazy case. All right, let's open the next one. Bonus envelope B. I already tore it. Okay, sorry. Tried to preserve it. Then we have our final objective. Convict the killer. Once you find evidence that can be used to convict Cassandra, go to the site. All right, we have a letter. We have the finding of Tara's body in the stormwater drain. Items found in Tara's purse. Oh yeah, she still had her bag. And then items found in the drain. And then a letter to the ranger from Madame Farfalle and the photo of them two together. So maybe I can compare this with the one on the website. But I've got some documents to read. First up, nice work, detective. I owe you my deepest gratitude for noticing the rotated drain grate. Yeah, I noticed it, all right. Your keen observation led to the heartbreaking discovery of Tara's body. It's a tragic outcome, but it finally gives us and Tara's family clarity about her fate. My team couldn't conclude much from the autopsy, though they did confirm Tara died almost immediately from being struck in the back of a head by a large rock that was found under the grate. Is it the one that she took a photo of in her hand? That would be really dumb, like self-incriminating. Along with Tara's body and the murder weapon, we found a purse belonging to Tara and a number of other loose items of unknown origin. I've included photos from our excavation, but have spared you from seeing the photos of her body. Thank you. I don't have to blur or anything, although I haven't blurred once in the past. From the condition of Tara's remains, the murder weapon found with the body, and the mounting inconsistencies in Cassandra's story, it's clear this was no accident. Madame Farfalle has since inserted herself into the case, submitting a photo and statement defending Cassandra. It's a transparent attempt to shield one of her own and deflect suspicion, and clearly shows they are not going to confess to anything unless we can find undeniable evidence. I'm convinced Farfalle's influence sparked the crime, and I'm certain Cassandra committed it, but have no way to prove it. I need your help one last time, detective. Can you please help me prove Cassandra murdered Tara and dragged her body into the storm drain? Sincerely, Wade Nash, Texas Ranger. All right, got 3 photos, 2 letters, or 4 photos? Yeah, 4 photos. So first, finding the body. I don't think there's going to be much detail in this one that we need. I think more importantly, we need to see these items. Okay, does anything look photoshopped here? Oh, all right. So, I mean, this is a different necklace, but there was one thing I was noticing, and maybe now I can point it out. So in this photo, let me go back to the website. Oh, it's a different color. Never mind. So you can clearly see this gem here, right? But in all the photos after it, it's tucked in her shirt, or you know, see this one? It's inside the shirt. In all of these photos, it's also inside the shirt. In this one, we don't see the bottom, but now we have the full photo. Oh, yeah, okay. I was wondering why this would be a duplicate photo of the one on the website. But we can see that the gem is gone. So I was already thinking about this because typically in this game, that's how things go. So this one is chalked up to experience. If this is what I needed to find, then you would hope that this is the gem that we're looking for. But then I looked in the photo and it's purple. The most prominent one is this green one. Then you have a red triangular one. Then there's the yellow one over here. And then like a bunch of smaller ones and this blue one like over here. But I don't see the same one. All right, let me look at the other ones. Or the other, oh, okay. I think it's right there. Oh, I see. So these are in the purse. So that makes sense. It wouldn't be in the purse. But loose items, I think that's our crystal. Yeah, so the way it has like more purple on the bottom and then orange. So this has more purple on the bottom and then this one on top. And then this one we can clearly see is gone. Okay, let's go solve this case. Well, actually, let's read Madame Farfalle's attempt. Let's see if she says something dumb here. Dear Ranger Nash, I am writing with the utmost urgency to proclaim Cassandra Price's complete and undeniable innocence. When I met with Cassandra at the Austin Psychic Fair, we spent time chatting, exchanging energy, and marveling over our favorite crystal collection. But she happened to lose hers. I've included a photo of us from that very day. It's simply inconceivable for someone with such a radiant smile to be a killer. And you just gave us the evidence we needed. Even if the faintest shadow of darkness or murderous intent had lingered in her aura, I would have sensed it. I've detected deceit in strangers just by brushing past them at a coffee shop. So imagine what I would have picked up from spending so much time chatting with Cassandra. She radiated nothing but pure joy and light the entire time. Trust me, if Cassandra were capable of wickedness, I would be the first to collapse from the shock. If you'd like to hire me for my services and assistance in this investigation, I'll be more than happy to help. I could help you point you in the right direction, I'm certain. Well, you definitely did point us in the right direction by providing us that photo. Okay, let's solve this case. Convict Cassandra. Use the form below to identify evidence needed to convict Cassandra of Tara's murder. How can you prove Cassandra killed Tara? She knew info only the killer would know. She's just so sus. She took over the business. I mean, that is the motive. She happily interviewed. No, she's comfortable with death. Nah. She let Tara buy her breakfast. No. She didn't file missing persons. She did file missing person. Her crystal. There you go. So even if I was reading this list, this one would be like glaringly obvious. Or at least give a huge clue. Okay, she met people on the checklist. No, she met with Madame Farfalle. She got home late. She went home without confirming. Okay, there you go. Here we go. That's an interesting theory. In other words, it's right. What item from the wallet? And that would be... Wait, what item from wallet or bonus envelope? Oh, the photo of loose items. Loose items found in the drain. Here we go. And from the website, that is, again, the fair recap. Austin Psychic Fair Recap. And which photo? Oh, wait. Whoa. So it's not just the loose items, it's also the photo of them two. I hope it asks me another one. Because I want to hit this one. But I need these two. Okay, let's start with loose items in the drain. The recap. This one. Oh yeah, that's right. We need this one. Hold on. Wait. We need 3 items. We need the loose items in the drain to prove that the crystal was there. We need this photo to show that she had a crystal on her necklace. And then we need this last photo that shows it's now missing. All right, let's see if this is right. Okay, I think you know what that's probably what it was. Yeah, see? Boom, 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 missing. All right, Cassandra dropped her crystal in the drain with Tara. Great work. You can now open envelope marked bonus C. Video is probably just going to recap what we found, so we won't watch it, but we will open bonus envelope C. I'm just going to tear it. All right, congratulations. You just solved the case. Got a photo. They both got convicted, and 2 letters. So the first one is probably from, the Texas Ranger. And the next one's probably a confession, but we'll read this first. My fellow detective, you done it. The item you spotted proved to be the final piece of evidence needed to convict Cassandra. The crystal found with Tara's body came from a necklace Cassandra was wearing the day Tara disappeared. It tied her directly to Tara's body in the storm drain. Thanks to your sharp instincts, Cassandra confessed to everything. Her testimony toppled Madame Farfalle's evil empire, and no more lives will be ruined by her ruthless powers of persuasion. Tara's courage in standing up to Farfalle's schemes came at the ultimate cost, but her sacrifice was not in vain. Because of her and because of you, countless others are now safe from Farfalle's schemes. This case was a heavy burden, but your efforts have made an immeasurable difference. Because of you, light has triumphed over darkness, and Tara's courage will never be forgotten. Due to your dedication on this case, I've reached out to the governor to personally nominate you as this year's honorary Texas Ranger. They say the sun never sets on justice as long as a Texas Ranger's still breathing. It sure ain't setting today, partner. All right, let's read their confession. This is by Cassandra. I did what had to be done. Madame Farfalle didn't need to say it outright. Her teachings were clear. The vision must be protected at all costs, and Tara had become a threat. At Mystic Point Station, Tara confessed that she was working with the Texas Rangers to build a case against Madame Farfalle and asked for my help. I begged her to back off, but she wouldn't listen. At that moment, it all made sense. She wasn't just a danger to me. She was a danger to Madame Farfalle's vision, which needed to be protected. The opportunity came as soon as Tara turned her back. I picked up a large rock and didn't hesitate. In broad daylight, with people everywhere, one person did not notice this. Afterward, I was unsure of what to do. That's when the storm grate appeared, like the universe pointing me to the answer. Dragging her body was harder than I expected, and as I let her fall into the hole, my crystal pendant snapped free, tumbling in after her. The 10-foot drop made it impossible to retrieve, but I was convinced the grate would keep them both hidden, at least until I could return. When I told Madame Farfalle, she assured me I'd done the right thing and promised to protect me. We planned to return and move the body, but with rangers watching our every movement, it was too dangerous. We all chose our fate. Tara chose hers. What did she choose? Nothing. Well, she chose justice. She could have had everything but couldn't see the vision. Tara was my friend, but I did what I had to do, just as Madame Farfalle taught us. Case closed. All right, that was the case of the missing wallet. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a like. If you enjoy solving these mysteries with me, go check out the channel where I play a bunch of other mystery games. Consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. If you want to help support the channel, there's a QR code right here and a link in the description to buy me a coffee. Any little bit definitely helps out, whether it's to get these games, equipment, or just the time I spend on filming and editing all this. Otherwise, I hope you guys are just still enjoying these videos, solving mysteries along with me. If you want to recommend any games for me to play, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Hope to see you in the next video.